Welcome to Inside the Mind of an Athlete, where we delve into the thoughts and experiences of the most dedicated and driven athletes. Today we have a special guest, Joshua Swearingin, a basketball player for the Pro Basketball Association team BLTN Ballers, who has played professionally in Armenia and is on his journey to play professionally full-time. With a unique story and perspective on the sport he loves, Joshua is sure to provide insight and inspiration to our listeners. So sit back and get ready to hear about the mental and emotional journey of a professional basketball player as we take a deep dive into the mind of Joshua Swearingin. Sponsored by Robinson Training Company. Message my brother Ben on Instagram at Robinson Training Co. for all your personal training needs. Enjoy. Press record right now. I can get right into it. You can always edit out anything, but you said you just got back from Armenia.
Yeah, bro. What up, Jack, bro? How you doing, bro?
Dude, that place is crazy. I haven't pulled it up on the map.
You did. Bro, they just ceased fire. And whenever I just got there, it was like 2 months whenever they just ceased fire. So everyone was super hostile. So, like, they wanted us to go over there just to have entertainment and to bring some peace and to be different. So
no way.
So yeah, it's like, bro, I'm walking down the street to go eat. So we have a hotel. You have to walk like literally just like probably like 100 feet down.
Yeah.
It's not even anything crazy, and I'm just walking, bro. Dude is like, he's staring right at me, and I'm like,
random guy,
random guy. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, do I look away? Like, and I did. And as soon as I looked away, bro, he knew. He's like, I can take advantage of this person. And like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep going.
Whoa.
I walk. He shoulder bumps me like hard.
Y'all are walking like,
we're walking back and forth. So I'm going north. He's coming south.
My goodness.
And he just straight. So I'm like, I get shoulder bumped. I'm like, this is not like, I'm not about to do anything. I'm like, I'm here to be a professional.
Chill.
Right. I'm like, I'm
dude, I'd
relaxed,
be nervous.
Bro.
Holy
yeah,
crap.
bro.
Did he have a like a Khabib beard, like a long beard?
Bro, he was Caucasian. He was a white man. That's why I was even more confused, bro. So my energy, bro, like over since the last like pandemic in 3 years.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm super positive
crazy.
and super happy.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And people have been taking advantage of it. So like they see like kindness for weakness. And I was
dude,
like,
story of my life in a way. Like, people will see your kindness for weakness, but I don't see it that way. And that's actually why I wanted to talk to you too. It's just you're so positive.
Right.
On social media, I see a lot of the stuff.
Hey, I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, man. It's good.
It's God, bro. It's not me, bro.
Yeah.
It's the God inside of me. Because
Yes.
if I wouldn't be like that, bro, I'd be a different person. I'd be completely changed.
That's
like,
so powerful, dude.
It is, bro. Because I'm a pastor's kid, bro. So I'm a PK. Okay. So like my whole life, I've been literally in the word.
Around it.
Yeah. So my dad did outreaches. So I literally would wake up and go to outreaches with my dad when I was like 2 or 3.
Dang.
Right. Well, I was homeschooled. So I was homeschooled throughout 6th grade. Yeah.
Really? Wow.
So my dad passed away when I was 12, bro. So as soon as he passed away, that's whenever my mom sent us to go to a charter school. I ended up going to charter school for 2 years. And then after that, I went to a public school. So I've literally been in every school system that you could ever think of.
Dude, what's the worst? What's the best?
Oh man, I would definitely say charter school is definitely the worst, because that's whatever I got the most trouble in. Because bro, I'm very rebellious. I don't like authority. Like, I hate it more than anything. And that was like one of the things. I had a black Jew as my PE coach. So
really,
yes. Right.
Oh my goodness.
Right. And so like he would make me like, he tried to tell me what to do, and I'd be like, nah, bro. So I'd end up having to write scripture for like hours on end in detention in charter school.
Dude. So you were kind of mischievous, or you said you didn't
always been
like authority.
Yeah, bro. Always been.
Yeah.
Never have been. I'm the lead, but it's because I'm a leader, bro. I'm a born leader.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everyone likes to tell me what to do and like how to do things, and I'm just like,
nope.
I'm like, I'm gonna take it my own way or the highway. Like,
yeah, man.
No other way, bro.
That's crazy, because I thought about that too. Just like going to school. I've been in public school my whole life, and I felt like a little programmed.
Right.
Just like a lot of stuff they teach you, and you're taught how to do a lot of homework and everything, but
no freedom.
Just recess for. When does recess stop? I feel like it stopped kind of early.
Yeah,
too early.
Like junior high.
Yeah.
Or elementary, because you don't even have it in junior high.
Yeah, it might not have been 7th.
Yeah, like 5th, 6th grade. Yeah, you stop it, and it's like you need that time.
Because we're all kids,
right? I'm always, bro. I will forever be a kid, bro. I think that's one thing about my positivity is like I am a grown kid, bro.
I love
Wherever
that.
I go, I'm still gonna be who I am, no matter what. And it's like hard because now I'm 27, bro. So it's like society and people have like expectations on me.
Very
and
true.
It's like I'm 27. I'm still at my mom's house, and it's like I'm still pursuing my dreams with the fullest and still happy. It's like, bro, at this point, I can't stop. Like, if I stop now, there's all of my hard work, all that 1,500 shots I got up my junior year in college to go into my senior year, that would have been all for nothing.
Dude, that is crazy. And I want to get into your whole story.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Armenia. We'll definitely get into that because that is crazy.
Right, it's right there, bro. Right by, we see it. We pulled it up.
It's right at borders Georgia and I'm not even sure. So they speak Russian?
They do. So Russian's like one of their main things. So like people in Ubers, they all were speaking Russian. Like they all were not friends. Okay, so there's not that many African Americans in that area of the world, bro. So it was definitely like eye-opening. Like I'm overseas, bro. There's people everywhere in like the streets, the cars, because it's a third world country. There's people on people on people everywhere,
stuffed in the cars,
bro,
just
in
walking
the
around.
vans. So there's literally like 50 to 60 people in a minivan. Bro, there's this lady literally like glassed up against the wall, bro. And she was like just straight up, and I'm like, oh my god, that would not go. No mask at all, none. They did not even care about the pandemic or any of that stuff.
Holy crap! So, when were you there? You just got back.
Yeah,
so
just recently. It's been like 4 months now.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
dude, I bet that was Is it your first time out of the country?
It is. Ever, bro. Bro. It was.
Were you nervous before?
I wasn't nervous, bro. I was okay with it, bro. My mom was the one that was giving me those vibes, and I was like, relax. Like, I'm just gonna go to the airport.
That's a mom for you.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna sit there. I'm not gonna go anywhere. Like, you're making me anxious about the whole environment and about the whole trip, and I'm like, this is my whole life. Like, I've been dreaming and working my tail off.
Calm down, Mom.
Right? Like, you should know that I'm getting it. And at this point, I'm going. Like, and you can't stop me.
Yeah. Dude, I've spent some time in Belize. And it was the same
how was
thing.
Belize, bro?
Dude, I wanted to get into it because I was working for they have a semi-pro basketball team there. Yeah. And I was working for the Virtus Basketball Club. And it really opened my eyes to a lot of what I hope we can talk about today. Is professional basketball, overseas basketball. I was working with the general manager, the players, just rebounding. I met a lot of really amazing people out there. But
how's the culture and how was it looking? Like was it different than over here?
And so the first time I went was in college. I did a thesis paper. I went over there with some people, and we were there for 2 months in the summer. And dude, it was like we got there, and it was like I stepped into a sauna.
Dang, it was
because it's like hot. Let me show you on the map where it's at. But it was so hot.
Was it closer to the equator?
It's right next to it. Okay, it's right here. So started out in Dangriga, which is right here on the coast. So the culture in Dangriga was awesome because there was Garifuna people, which is the really dark people, like Jamaican kind of vibes, and then. But there's a lot of Mayan people too.
That's
so
awesome.
It really just
it makes you, bro, it makes you realize that us being in America, we take a lot of things for granted. And that's one thing that I will say that I took from being in Armenia. It's just like the little things, your day-to-days, like being able to do the smallest things as having water in your fridge or just having food, because where I was at, a lot of people weren't even eating because they were in war. So like they were feeding us because they paid whenever we paid to go there. Then we ended up getting meals, and it was like pasta, bro. It was like pasta and bro, no microwaves, none. Jack, I'm sitting here like, can I warm up my food? Like, please.
Cold noodles.
I was. That's exactly what I was doing in my room. I was like, bro, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna eat it. I don't even care. Like, at this point, I'm gonna have to survive because they're doing it. Like,
yeah, dude, that's so crazy. I mean, that's how it was in. So the second time when I went back to Belize, we were in San Ignacio, which is right on the border.
Yeah,
Guatemala, and that's how they did it. They had the players there. They signed 2 import players.
Yep. And that's usually 2 Americans.
Usually 2 Americans. Yeah. But it was interesting because there was a lot of Belizean people that lived in like New York.
Oh.
And so there's like 3 or 4 players that lived in New York that played on the team. And they were just like regular guys. But then there was like the local Belizean people. And that was a whole politics with the coach and everything. It was really interesting.
And that's one thing about professional basketball. It is a big part about politics, bro. Oh, yeah. It's huge. So I ended up getting MVP in a championship my senior year. All glory to God for it, bro. Played off of the bench all 4 years of my college career. And I've never been so humble, bro, in my life. When God showed me and showed up and worked out in my life through me getting MVP, bro, I have to give him his props all day, every day, bro. Because I've been and my life has been crazy for the build up and how God always places us in the right time, in the right moment. And the people through out my journey of college even helped me to get there and be where I was at, bro.
Dude, I want to get to that, but that's one thing that I noticed about you was, you know, you were on the varsity basketball in high school.
You were JV, right?
Yeah, I was on JV, and so I knew all about you, and I knew your brother.
Right, you knew Johnny. Yes, sir. Shout out to Johnny, bro. Shout out to Johnny.
Shout out to Johnny. We'll have to get him on too.
Yes, you can talk about real estate, bro.
Yes, we'd have a lot to talk about, business-wise, and even basketball.
Right.
But what I'm trying to say is that I noticed your work ethic immediately, and how much of a hard worker you were. And dude, when you'd I just remember you'd be in the corner, you'd catch it, and you just rip through, go to the basket with reckless abandon.
Recklessness.
Dude. And I was just like, holy crap.
You're like,
get out the way.
Is serious. Right, bro. That's so awesome, bro. Dude, relentlessness, bro. I get that from Tim Grover, bro. Just never giving up. Dude. So I actually got to go to Michael Jordan's camp whenever I was, 14 years old, bro. Sophomore.
Really?
Yeah, sophomore in high school, bro. And I ended up winning the whole thing. So it was so awesome, bro.
Holy crap.
So I'll set the scene, bro.
Tell me about it.
We're in California. We're playing. I'm from California. My mom's from Orange County. So
oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so we've been over there a lot. So you literally get to meet Michael Jordan, get to take a picture with him, and then you get an autograph with him. So, bro,
oh my goodness.
Funniest thing,
basketball heaven.
Yes, bro. Funniest thing. So there's a kid that's been there for probably 5 or 6 times, bro. Just a little rich white kid, bro. Just
he's going every year.
Talking trash to Michael Jordan, saying crazy stuff, bro. I'm looking at this kid bro, do you not know this is Black Jesus? This is the best basketball player to ever play, and you're talking trash to him. Bro, Michael Jordan is looking at him dead in his face and just bro, shut up, bro. And he's saying other stuff. He's just saying crazy stuff. And I'm just I can't believe Michael Jordan's talking shit to this kid.
This little kid. Oh my
bro, he had to be 8 years old, bro. And I was sitting there just I can't believe it. So we played 2 games, bro. Played in the morning as soon as the sun went up, and it was 65, 70 degrees, bro.
You'd play one-on-one or play with
You'd play with your team. So you had a team.
Oh, okay.
So
nice.
Johnny actually ended up going there with us. So we were on separate teams, though. But, bro, it was crazy because in the mornings you'd play outside, and then the afternoon you'd play inside. So that was something that I wasn't used to, was playing outside and playing all day. And then having celebrities show up. So T.O. showed up.
No way.
And then OBJ showed up. And then I'm oh, what's
going on?
Right. I'm this is the best experience. That was probably one of my best childhood experiences. Really? And then, bro, we won the whole thing. And there's no refs. So the whole time I'm fouling kids. I'm clawing, bro. I'm not, and no one is saying it. They love the determination, the relentlessness about what I'm doing. And I'm over here, bro. It was on, I have the picture. I think it's on my Instagram. I'll have to show it to you.
I need to see that.
Because I have my afro, and then you see Michael Jordan in the middle of everyone.
What'd you call him? Black Jesus?
Black Jesus, bro. Yeah. That's what they call him, bro. Mm-hmm. Because he's so godly. Like the way. So the one thing that was like the coolest experience about the whole camp was he went around the whole place, like from spot to spot, 5 different spots on the basketball court.
Okay.
Shot it with his eyes closed. All 5 shots. Made all 5 shots. Then someone came around, put their hands over his eyes, and then he shot the free throw. And made it. So the thing was, whoever, if he misses a single shot, we all get Michael Jordan shoes. The whole camp. There's about 500 kids at this camp. So everyone is in there, just screaming, and I'm like,
yeah.
Like I'm doing the same thing, and he didn't miss a single shot, bro.
There's so much to get into with that, like the pressure that he's faced, and then go into like
right?
Yeah, but then go into like a camp and it's just a little kid. I'm just shooting around for fun,
right?
When other people, I bet you, what percent would you of the NBA could actually do that right now?
Man, not that many, bro. It would be a small amount because people don't have because people don't have the work that Michael Jordan did and the fire. And what happened to him. Whenever you're growing up and you get cut from your varsity team, that puts a whole nother perspective on anything. Like, what he shooting with his eyes closed was nothing. I was like, just another day in paradise, bro. Yeah.
Dude, so you've probably seen The Last Dance then.
Oh, I've watched it like 2 or 3 times. I've watched it so good.
Yeah, so good.
Yes, bro. Yeah, so I actually grew up watching Michael Jordan, bro. My mom gave me a DVD of every single game that he had, and I literally just watched
No way.
him. Yeah, all of his games. Wow, so I literally there's like 6 different DVDs of just all his whole play, and like his athleticism, his drive. Like whenever you said like whenever you saw me in practice, like just rip through and go reckless abandonment, bro. I got that from Michael Jordan, bro. Because if I know that if I go full speed at you, you're not going to stop me. There's nothing you can do unless you foul me, bro. That's like the only thing you could do.
Dude, and so that was a question I was going to ask you. What got you inspired to play basketball? And would you say it was Michael Jordan?
I'd say it was my dad.
Your dad?
Yeah. So whenever my dad passed away, he was supposed to come to like my first ever YMCA game. And like that fueled me to just continue to be a professional basketball player.
Holy crap.
Right. And my mom as well. I have to give her a lot of credit because her work ethic is really where I get my work ethic because she's in real estate right now. She wakes up every day consistently and goes to work and never complains, always give God the glory, always positive and happy. And that's where I get a lot of my personality from is definitely her because, bro, I couldn't do it without her, bro.
Dude, that's funny you say that. I'm a mama's boy, too.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. We are, bro.
Yeah,
yes.
And
shout out to the moms, bro.
And then, but I think I get my work ethic from my dad.
Yeah.
Just like you were saying, just seeing him day in, day out, just kind of do the things, and clean up the whole house, all this stuff that just, things don't get done unless you do them, and I learned that from him.
You could say that again.
Yes. So I wanted to ask you, what is your favorite aspect of the game of basketball and why?
I'd say I like the teamwork and the people, bro. I love having to be able to talk to my teammates, and I also love the shit talk about the game of basketball. That is one thing I'd say that they have taken away completely, bro. The younger generation doesn't even allow to talk trash, and then if you talk trash to them, they go too far and say stuff that they shouldn't say.
So and weird.
It's boundaries. So if you're gonna talk trash to me, you can talk trash, but keep it like in the means of we're friendly, like we're still playing.
Yeah, don't cross that line.
Don't try to fight me. Right? Why are you trying to fight me now? So now you're saying word, and that's what's crazy. Like I'm a professional now, and it has gone to that point. Now wherever I go, I'm so dominant and so just the man that people see my dominance and they are scared of it and they want to fight me. And I'm sitting here like, I ain't got no time.
Hey,
it's like, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
That's got to be a good feeling, though.
It is.
Knowing you get under people's skin.
Yeah.
Especially on defense, too, I imagine.
Back-to-back defensive player in high school at Martin High School, bro.
Dude.
Back-to-back. That's where I pride my game of basketball. Is definitely defense. Defense has always got me to be in the game. Wherever I've been, I've always played defense. And then my offense ended up coming along a lot longer whenever I was in high school, because we were 5th in the state my senior year when we had Myles Garrett, Nick Babb, Andrew Dotson, Patrick Burke, Vic Lewis.
Wow.
Yeah,
I remember watching
Connor Lydiak.
Yeah, Connor.
Yes. Everyone, bro.
What a squad, dude.
Bro. And we lost in the first round of the playoffs to Richland. And actually, 2 of the dudes on that team were on my AAU team. So it hurt even worse, bro. They never shut up about it, still to this day.
Man. Would you say that it was kind of, y'all had the talent, but maybe it wasn't, y'all didn't have the right teamwork or coaching, maybe?
So there's a lot of selfishness. A lot. Andrew Dotson ended up getting a Balls Life video online. I ended up watching it, bro, like 1,000 times a day. So we're up by 10 points with 4 minutes left. He's like, give me the ball. I'm like, what do you mean give me the ball? Yeah. I'm like, we're up by 10. Why are we forcing? Like, we're about to go to the next round. So he makes a turnover. Then Victor Lewis, who's playing overseas right now too, he's also a professional. He makes a turnover. And then everyone just starts going crazy. And then we have a chance to tie the game, and then we miss. Myles Garrett ended up, it was either Myles or Patrick. It was one of the bigs. I'm not trying to blame anyone, but I know someone
It wasn't
missed,
you.
Right. It wasn't me. It wasn't me at all. I know somebody missed the layup to tie the game. And it was, bro, because we had so much talent. Yeah. And, like, we had 4 or 5 people in the top, because I was 83 in Texas when I graduated high school. And then Nick was 10, and Andrew was like top 10 as well. And then we had the number 1 draft pick in the NFL. So it's like, how are we losing?
Dude, I remember just watching, like at one time in practice, we did JV and then varsity, and then A&M's football coach shows up.
To practice.
It's a basketball practice.
Yep.
He's sitting down, scouting Miles, and y'all had this one play. I was telling
the oop, the inbounds oop, yes,
dude, he killed someone on that.
Oh,
he probably killed a lot of people on that,
bro. They would get out the way.
Plays.
They wouldn't even stand in his way. They would just move. It was like the red ocean just opening up every single time we threw the oop, and it worked every time.
Yeah,
bro. He dunked someone from the second hash and did the Superman sign. I like to call Miles Zion Williams before Zion Williams was Zion Williams, bro.
Dang. Well, do you think if he would have played basketball versus football, how do you think he would have fared out?
Man, they actually ended up giving him. They gave him an offer to play both. They wanted him to play basketball and football in college at A&M. They were going to give him a double scholarship, and he chose not to. And till this day, I'd say he would be a professional. He would go to the NBA easily, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, even though he's really tall and goofy looking and his shot's not the best, it goes in. And I still to this day doubt him ever, because we played 1-on-1 all the time. Whenever he was over here in Arlington and like in the area, I always would pull up on Miles, or Miles would pull up on me, and I'd be like, bro, come on, let's hoop. And every time I'm like, bro, shoot the 3, bro. I'm living on it, bro.
Yeah,
you lift weights too much, bro. Like, you too big, bro, and your shot ugly. So he shoots it in. I'm like, bro, at this point, I can't even, like, you got it, Miles. You're a professional.
He's gifted for sure.
Yeah, that's what happens whenever a track star and an NBA dad have a baby. Yeah, he's destined to be great.
Dude, so that ended, was that your senior year, that finish?
Yeah.
That was tough emotionally. How were you mentally, and then what was your plan after that?
Coach ended up coming to the locker room and not saying anything to us. Coach Plemons walked in, looked at all of us, walked away. Didn't talk to us for a whole month. he was so mad and so disappointed by so much talent and everything that we had that he literally gave us the silent treatment
for a whole month.
Bro, wow. I was crying, bro. I was bawling because that's one of my best basketball teams I've ever had in my entire life. Like the chemistry and the people that I was with, that's one of the best basketball I've ever played in my entire life, bro. And I was just heartbroken, bro. I was just so sad.
Dude, I bet. I mean, y'all had so much potential, but then, like you said, that was probably your favorite team to play on.
Yeah.
Where were you? How long did it take for you to emotionally recover from that?
Man, I got a scholarship to go play at Southwestern Assembly at God University. So that's all I needed.
Yeah.
So it took me a couple of days. My mindset changed and shifted to now I got to get ready for college. Now I need to get ready for the next thing.
Level.
Yeah. Yeah. Because college was not easy, bro. It was so much harder. People are faster. People are stronger. Everyone's on the same talent level, basically, because everyone wants it. Right. And I'm going into a place where my coach has not lost 2 games back-to-back ever in his career.
Oh, my goodness.
Coach Boswick. Shout out to Coach Boswick.
Shout out to Coach Boswick. That's impressive.
Right.
So, have that on my resume.
So we literally are winning. We lose 2 games. He's from Oklahoma. He loses his stuff, bro. We're doing suicides. We're running. Because that's one of his quotes, is one of his sayings is, we are football players. We are wide receivers. We are not basketball players. So we literally just run, bro. Just outlet. Get it and go. Get it and go. Get it and go. So, like, my speed and my quickness was perfect for this system.
Excellent.
Because I'm not slowing down. I'm all turbos, bro. Yeah. So he literally, we lost, bro. When we lost, it was the craziest day of my life because he was panicking. He was like, "What is everyone gonna say? I lost. We lose another one, bro. We lose 3, bro. And then so now practice is even more intense. Now it's just he's like, I don't even know what y'all are doing. Why are we even losing games right now?
Not good.
And I'm like, okay, we're gonna try. 4, bro. We lose another one. And that's whatever. It was it was over with at that point. And we ended up winning and going to nationals. Because that's one thing I'll say that's on my resume in a college kid is I've been to nationals all 4 years of my college career.
Dang.
Yeah. All glory to God. Yeah, so I've been on the big stage, bro, for all 4 years. Right.
Dude, that's crazy. Bro. That is crazy to think that 4 years in a row.
And I never knew it till the interview I got my senior year. They told me the accolade, and I was like, oh, really? I was like, oh, that's good to know. I never knew that. I didn't know I was on the elite team, elite list.
That's what I wanted to ask you about. You're so humble, and you give all the glory to God. There's kind of a different type of mentality with the young people coming up where everything is posted on social media and everyone's promoting themselves. And just wondering what your opinion is on that. And looking back, would you have done anything differently? Maybe
I would say my opinion's definitely changed because social media has given people a lot of different opportunities and routes to have. Now kids are being able to get sponsored by other brands, and they're able to get paid now.
In college, that's right.
Yeah.
Recent change. I think a couple years ago, maybe?
Yeah, 2 years ago. And that, for me, that would have been huge in college because I would have been moving a little bit different. But I'd say social media would help people more, but right now people are worried about other people compared to themselves. So they're reflecting on other people instead of just seeing what's in front of them and doing what they need to do. It's a big distraction, bro.
And I heard a quote, comparison is the thief of joy.
Joy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. And that's what people are doing. They think they're going to be Michael Jordan when they're in high school or something like that.
And they all are expecting it right away, bro.
Yeah.
And it is a marathon, not a sprint. It's a 1% better day by day. Either you're getting better or you're getting worse. You're okay with average or you're going to go get it and be great.
Absolutely. Dude, do you so you mentioned Tim Grover earlier.
Yes, bro.
And so that was
Tim Grover, bro.
Shout out to him. I just started following him on Instagram.
Wow, bro. He likes all my comments, bro. Every time I comment on him, bro, it's literally, I'm getting goosebumps right now, bro. I literally feel it, bro. It's crazy because every time I comment on him, he always like either comments, and he actually ended up commenting and DMing me and saying some nice wisdom words that I needed.
Awesome.
Right, bro. So I gotta get his book, bro. I still haven't read his book, Relentlessness, and I actually named my training academy off of that. So my training academy is called Relentless Warriors.
Dude,
so
okay, so I knew you were training young kids, but I didn't know
bro.
You have a full academy, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm working on it right now, bro. I have 10 clients right now. I'm trying to get my own gym so I can have like a half gym so I can just work all these. My first training job was for the Kingdom Performance in Plano. That was one of the best summers I've ever had, bro. I had like 16 kids, and it was just me by myself. And I had every basketball equipment known to man. They had a $3,000 gun. They had like all these jump ropes. They had bands. They had
everything you need.
Everything. And it was in Dallas, so I'd wake up, go train the kids from 7 to 3, and then I'd work out from like 3 to 5. And then that was like my whole day, bro.
Holy crap. So you did that was that this past summer?
That was 4 years ago.
4 years ago?
So it was like I was just in college. I was still in college.
Yeah, dude,
it's a blessing,
excellent
bro.
routine.
Right.
Teaching the game, becoming a master.
That's one thing about teaching, bro. Like I was seeing things differently when I was teaching the kids. It was eye-opening compared to me actually doing it, because at that point, bro, I was still in college. I was off the bench, so I'm still working to get a starting spot. I'm still trying to be the best I could be. And like teaching the kids like how to do a basic layup was changing my mindset of just like, dang, bro,
totally.
Like the baby steps lead to something greater whenever you're paying attention to the details, because it's all in the details, bro.
That's crazy. People say that you're not truly a master until you can teach someone.
Right.
And so...
And you have to have 10,000 hours to be a master.
That's outliers right there.
Right.
Malcolm Gladwell.
Yes, sir.
Dude, so you were training these kids, and then I want to make a point about, people see social media, Steph Curry shooting threes and from deep. And it was funny because last weekend I played basketball at Cliff. Cliff Nelson.
Yeah, Cliff Nelson, yeah.
And so it's just me and some friends, but we didn't have enough people to play, like 5-on-5. But there was a bunch of, like probably junior high kids over there on the other court, and they asked us if we wanted to play. And so we're running, and this kid's just launching from half court.
Man.
Clank. I'm just like, I don't know what to say.
You're speechless at this point.
Yeah, I'm just like, because then they'll make one,
Right.
And then they're like, okay, that's 1 for 6. I don't even know what percent that is.
Right.
But
a good 13. We'll say 13.
13%.
They step in the gym and they expect, since Steph Curry does it on a regular basis, that they could do it. Whenever they don't see the hours that he's been putting in to be, bro. It's funny that you say that. Now I love that, and whenever I pull up to the gym, bro, I'll do that. Like I will legitly, like for game point, I'll go and shoot it from half court and just hit it, bro. And I'm like, I'm just like, threes, like I'm going crazy, and I'm like, people see me do that, and so I'm having fun with it. I'm enjoying. I put thousands of hours to be where I'm at on the basketball court to shoot it from half court, bro. Bro. The kids, the people on my team are literally looking at me. I give them the ball. Bro, they think they're me, bro. They start pulling up from the volleyball line, from the half-court line, and I'm looking at them like,
what
you the green light. You doing? They're just like, ha ha, I'm just going to be like, they're just like laughing and trying to be like on that good vibe like I am. I'm like, no. I'm like, I made it to the point to where I can be happy and be like this. Because, bro, that's one thing I get from Steph Curry is his joy of the game.
Dude, I was going to bring that up because he's my favorite player.
Oh, wow, really?
Of all time.
Of all time?
That was one of the questions I had.
Steph Curry's
favorite basketball player in the league.
Best shooter, bro, ever.
Greatest shooter of all time.
Yeah, bro.
And he's working his way up the ranks.
Yeah, he is. And it's going crazy.
Yeah. And so he plays with so much joy. Luka Doncic plays with a lot of joy.
Yeah, bro.
And I wonder about that because even though Steph plays with joy, he still has that killer instinct and determination. And you see it come out sometimes, especially
like throwing his mouthpiece, like the other game he did,
dude.
Right. So that's
Jordan
the thing
Poole
about
took that shot.
That's the thing about being a leader, bro. That's the hardest thing about being a leader is everyone's always looking at you, and everyone is always expecting you to be something. So you have to make sure that you're putting on a persona, and you're always putting on like a happiness, because whenever you're mad, like for instance, like Westbrook, bro, a lot of people don't like Westbrook because of the way that he plays basketball. He bullies, he like taunts people, he does things that a lot of people don't like.
Plays with anger,
right? And it's aggressiveness, and it's the killer instinct. But you can do that, but you can be happy, and you can like Luka, bro. Luka does it all the time, bro. He's one of the best basketball players I've ever seen play basketball. And he does it so effortlessly. And he's just like, hit you with the sidestep from 50 feet, and then he's just smiling at your face.
It's crazy because, so I've seen Westbrook play in person, and he's probably the most athletic.
He's one of my favorite. He's definitely one of my favorite players.
He's one of
After
mine
he got the back-to-back triple seasons, that showed me that man is him. Yeah. And it's people don't give him credit, bro. To average a triple-double alone in one season is beyond anything that I've ever seen. But to do it back-to-back, and then now you're getting more hate than you've ever gotten after what you just did for OKC and the Houston. Even Houston, that was whenever he got the triple-double. Like, they didn't have anybody, bro. And now you're with the Lakers. And now you're with an organization that you are the superstar. You cannot expect to be a superstar when you're with LeBron James, bro.
Yeah.
I think he needs his own team. He deserves it. Like
Westbrook.
Yeah, bro. Back-to-back seasons. Why would you bring yourself down? He coming off the bench, bro.
Yeah. And so I want to make a point because he did have his own team when he was on the Wizards. Even though Bradley Beal was a second star. And I actually really liked him on the Wizards.
He did.
But then now he's on the Lakers, and I think he's accepted his role.
Right.
He had at the
Which is a lot
of
humbleness to take down, bro.
Absolutely. Especially for him. Back-to-back MVPs.
Right.
He's being told I have to come off the bench. Who's starting over me?
Right.
Dennis Schroeder?
Who's putting in more work than me, bro? And that's exactly the mindset I had, bro. But you have to,
it's so
bro. It is, bro, but it's not when you're winning. If you're losing, that's whenever you start really
questioning.
You question. I've had that. I've questioned myself. I've questioned my ability to even play basketball when I put in several hours. I'm like, is this even worth like all the stuff that I've always said I want to do? I want to be a professional basketball player. That's been my goal since I was 12. Literally written down. Have been working so hard for it, and now I'm off the bench. My coach is calling me. I'm talking to my college coach. He's telling me that I'm going to start. He's telling me that I'm going to get a lot of playing time. So I'm over here like, oh, yeah, bro, I'm definitely going to sign with y'all. When I get there, I'm getting like 3 to 4 minutes while I'm a freshman in college. And so the next year, I'm doing a little bit better because my offense, it's all about efficiency for basketball. So if you're not a positive player and you're not showing your productivity, then you're not going to play. If you're in the negative, and I was in the negative because I wasn't scoring, I wasn't shooting, I wasn't stealing, I was doing no stats. Yeah. And so, but it's hard whenever you're in it. It's hard to realize, like, to look at yourself in the mirror and reflect and say, you are trash. You're not good enough to play college basketball. And you've been putting in the hours, and even though you've been putting in the hours, it's not working.
It's not good enough.
Right. So it's go back. What do I know? Go back to working, bro. Go back to grinding.
Well, that's tough to do for a lot of people that can't face the music, or, there's a lot of ego involved.
Right.
And how did you get over that? Or you just fall back on your work ethic?
I would just work harder. Yeah. I would just work harder because there's like
and have faith.
Yeah, and putting God first and knowing that like all these people believe in me and all these people are literally cheering me on, even though I'm not even playing. Like my family would come and support me, and that would like make my mindset change because I used to be a bad loser, bro. There's nothing in life I hate more than losing. Losing makes me want to kill someone, bro.
Oh my gosh.
It is serious when my competitiveness comes, bro. And so, like, we talked about earlier, like, being a leader and having that, like, face, like, not showing that, like, the anger. Because something's big about you show anger, people will take that and try to like use it as a weakness. So I used to do that all the time, bro. I'd be sad, I'd be mad. I would literally just be like, gosh, dang it, bro. Like I would dwell on it, and instead of now I had to learn that it's quick, like it's immediate, like it's as soon as it's over with, like the game's over. I can't do anything about it. And it took me till like my sophomore year to realize that, like to get over emotions of even though it's happening and I can't control anything, that I can't control we lost. I can't control all that. Like I can only control the next moment and being present in who's around me.
Dude, that's amazing. I remember in high school basketball, Coach Hall would always say, next play.
Next play.
He'd preach that.
Next play, bro. Yes.
I still think about that because it applies to life too. How you can react is always up to you, and whatever the past is, it is what it is. But dude, there's just so much inspiration from this
shout out to Coach Hall, bro. He's
Coach
always
Hall,
been there for me. He's someone that
Great
always
guy.
believes in me. So whenever I would leave college and come back, bro, I always would literally just go talk to Coach Hall, because you know that man can talk.
Shout out to Coach Hall.
He would talk your ear off, bro. And it's all wisdom, and it's always something about life more than basketball. And he always gives you keys that you need in life. And people, bro, I just go, like, I will go over there just to hear like him talk to the kids. Like I'll just walk in the gym and be like, yes, Coach Hall. I'm looking at him like giving him my full invited attention, like I'm his player again. Like I'm like, this is why you've won championships in Grace Prep. This is why you are a top player at Martin. You're always winning, because your mindset is more than just basketball. You're trying to teach the kids that it's about life, and that if you don't continue to do what you say you're gonna do and do it, then life's just gonna spit you out and bring you down.
Dude, yeah. I remember one time he told us at practice.
You remember the suicides? You love the suicides.
Suicides was crazy, but he had this one thing. He was just like, "You have to work out 4 times a week." He like said something, and there's like things he would say would like cut through, and it's like he's just telling you what the reality is.
Right.
If you want to do this, you have to.
No sugarcoating anything at all, bro.
Yeah.
Especially if you wanted to go like in college, because a lot of people at Martin played college basketball, and the reason was because of Coach Hall.
And there's, like you mentioned earlier, there's people in your life and in your journey that stick out. Was there anyone else, maybe in college that stuck out to you and helped you along your journey?
Man, bro, Myles Garrett, bro. He will forever be the man that I've always looked up to. Yeah. Always literally put his head down in high school, took all distractions away, and immediately got what he wanted because of all the hard work, determination, and not letting the world distract you and putting in the work, bro. Because if he can be a number 1 draft pick in the NFL as a defensive line, no one has ever done that ever in the career of football. If he can just do that, I know I could be a professional basketball player.
100%.
I know, because I just have to do what he did. Just work like crazy. Like, not worry about anything else. Just put my head down and work. Who else? I'd say Nick Babb, too, for sure, because he's playing in Germany, and he's been going crazy over there right now. He just got back. He was playing for the actual country. They ended up getting 3rd place. They were playing, bro. He was playing.
Holy crap,
bro! He was playing with NBA players. He was playing with Dennis Smith Jr. Who else was on there? There was like 3 or 4 other NBA players, and like, bro, just him too. Just the worth. It's all about worth ethic and not letting anything distract you and just being focused on the goal in hand.
That's so powerful. I can't remember who I heard it from. I think it was J. Cole. Maybe he was like, "Got to put in." I forget. He had this quote about that. I'm missing right now. But
I know what you're talking about.
I'll remember the song, but
because we know it's in the lyrics.
It's in the lyrics, and I'm a lyricist when it comes to songs. But so you played all 4 years at is it SAGU or SAGU?
Swagoo.
SAGU,
yes sir. Yep, SAGU. Good old Southwestern Assemblies of God University.
And you said freshman year you weren't getting much playing time, and then you weren't dealing with loss as well, but then you switched your mentality, you kept working, put your head down. How was the rest of your time there? What was sophomore or junior year?
So sophomore year, we ended up getting ranked. So we were number 3 in the whole SAC conference because it's the Sooner Athletic Conference is what we play in. And so it's a lot of Oklahoma cities in it, Texas Wesleyans in our conference, Wayland's in our conference. I'm trying to think who else is in our conference. But those people have been, it's where at that point it's like something has changed whenever I knew my role because I had to accept my role. And I always have been number 1. I've always been the man. So having to accept your role and having to be that changed whenever my junior year. So my junior year, I lost my scholarship. I lost half of my scholarship. So I ended up having to pay for school
to be there. Yeah,
right. So I was failing classes my sophomore year. That's one thing so I ended up not doing what I needed to do. So I did it. I never liked school. I've always been the rebellious one. Yeah. And this time it bit me in my butt. And this time all the hard work that I was doing for basketball meant nothing because I wasn't focused on what I needed to be focused on. And that opened up my eyes. So I was like, I have to try better. So I ended up dating another girl on the basketball team, and she was super smart, so she helped me. Shout out to her for writing my papers and helping me throughout the whole thing. And that made me realize, bro, it's more than just basketball. Education is something that people cannot take away from us. Education is something that I should have known I should have took it a lot more serious than what I did. And so my junior year, he took half of my scholarship. Then my senior year, he took all of it. I didn't have a single. And then, so Coach Boswick ends up leaving my junior year, going back to Oklahoma Wesleyan, which is in Oklahoma. And I got a brand new coach. From Coach Dill, he'd been coaching in the junior for basketball. So there's D1, D2, D3, and then there is
junior league, maybe something like that.
I'm trying to think.
It's a league below D3.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's for people. It's for people that have the athletic ability. JUCO, bro. There it is.
Oh yeah.
So JUCO. So he coached at JUCO. So I'm like, there's gonna be this dude doesn't know me. I've been here 4 years. I'm a senior. I'm already not playing. So I'm like, how is this gonna what am I gonna do with this? How am I gonna be the best person I could be? He starts me off the bench. So I'm not even starting, and I'm a senior.
Oh,
so
man.
My humility, bro, my ego and my humility throughout my college years was being tested.
Absolutely.
And God wanted to see what I was going to do with all the things that were happening. So I break up with my girlfriend junior year, going into senior year. So now I'm going through a depression stage. Bro, now I'm waking up and I'm smoking weed, and I'm smoking till in the mornings. You have to go to chapel every single day.
Oh,
so before chapel, I'd wake up and smoke. And
no motivations.
No motivation, bro. I'm at the lowest point I've ever been in my entire life. And I am just trying to figure out, is basketball even the thing for me? I'm failing classes. I'm not even trying to even go to class anymore. I'm just literally just leaving. I don't even care anymore. And so, that's why it's crazy that I got right. So the only way I got out was basketball. I still if I didn't have basketball in my life, I feel like it would have been a worse turn than what it was. And I thank God that I had basketball because it kept me going, bro. It made it to where it was so much easier because I knew that I could still show up to practice every day. Mm-hmm. I knew that there's people that still cared for me, but it was a distance. I could tell that society was starting to shift, and I could sense people changing and energies because a lot of people aren't social anymore, and I'm an extrovert, so I love talking to people. I love giving people my energy and just giving them good energy, and I wasn't
you have very good energy.
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah.
You do too, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I'm more on the introverted side, but I appreciate that.
But now you're an extrovert. Shout out to the podcast.
Shout out. It's one of the reasons I started it. I wanted
really? It helps you to
help me communicate a little bit better
with people. Yeah.
I get so much inspiration from conversations like this.
Yes, bro. It is crazy because like now I realize that if I didn't go through those dark stages and didn't actually take the time to realize and reflect like what matters most to me, I know that I wouldn't have got the MVP and a championship. Like I cried when I got the championship, bro. And I gave God all the glory because I knew that I was in the darkest time of my life and I did not deserve to get a championship, bro. I averaged 24 in the conference tournament off the bench. All glory to God, bro.
That coach needs to.
Bro, so this time it actually worked. We had 2 freshmen that were averaging 20 points. So they would do their thing, and then I'd come in off the bench and just go crazy. Not pass it, like just
you were the
bro. I was a man. I was just people in my face. I have on my highlight, bro. There's one where I shoot it, dude's just like all up in here, and I don't even care. I'm just letting it fly, bro. Wet, bro. At John Brown, bro. That's another school that's in the tournament, bro. Man, it was the crazy experience because how everything set up, bro. They even like as soon as they picked me up, it was like you're MVP. I'm like, bro, get out of here. I'm not even, bro, because I'm sad that my girlfriend broke up with me. I thought I was gonna marry her. She was one of my loves in my life. It is, bro, especially like your first one when you have a relationship and you think and you think that you're gonna be with them forever. It's like that was happening. I'm not going to school, and then I'm leaving next year, and I don't know what I'm doing in my life. So I'm like in this weird time to where it's like, did I really do this?
Dude, that is so powerful. Like being at your lowest moment, and
it's crazy because that's what I'm going through right now. It's the same thing, bro. Life always repeats itself. It's always a cycle, bro. And it's up to you to either figure out what the lesson that life is going to teach you, or you're going to continue to repeat it, bro. And I'm learning that darkest times always bring out the light. And it can only, the lowest point can only take it to the ceiling.
Yeah, dude, that's so powerful. I mean, we're going through that in real estate right now.
Yeah.
That's what my boss, other people have told me. It's a cycle, just going to rebound. And there's a lot of things in life like that. Circle of life.
Yeah.
Polarity, the extremes of life, like you said. Someone who experiences the very low of life will end up experiencing those highs. And gets in a lot of spirituality, but
it does, bro. I love it. I'm a worshiper, so the way that I get out of my holes and get out of my darkness is God, bro. So like during that time, I really was seeking His face, bro. Like in my interview, I say I was in the Word for like 3 to 4 hours, and like I really was, bro. Because I was so low, bro. I was so low, and I was like, God, you have a reason for me to be playing basketball. Yeah. Like you'd put this dream in my heart. Like just help me, and I would just seek His thing. That's why I love Southwest Assembly of God University, bro. Because that's the whole reason why, because I'm on PK, so that's the whole reason my dad actually went there. Yeah. And my older brother, James, actually played soccer at SAGU.
Oh, wow.
So it was in the family almost, right? So I'm like, it's crazy because I told you I don't like authority. Mm. And God put me in the biggest place of authority under His authority, in His place. So we're not allowed to wear shorts to class. I'm in biology. The professor is from Africa. She doesn't speak any English. She's hard to understand. So a lot of people aren't even paying attention to her. A lot of people are just playing video games, just like doing whatever.
Is it a big class?
Lecture? No, so SAGU is like the 1,000 kids there. So like each class is like 20 or 30. So it's more personable. That's one thing that's really good about it. So you can actually have a good relationship with your professors. Bro, I'm in class with pink shorts on. Not supposed to have any shorts on. I'm in class with pink shorts on. Not normal shorts.
Definitely no one's going to notice that.
Right, so whenever I do something, I don't do it small, I always do it big. And I do it with such expression that I don't even care. So the dean is really good friends with James, since James has been there, because James is working on his doctorates right now. He's about to finish. And
wow.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So he has a good relationship with him. And I really don't know what happened that day. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm sitting, like, I'm trying to remember. I'm playing video games while the dean's in the back of the classroom. bro, staring at me the whole time. And I'm just oblivious to it.
Dang.
Bro, I get out of class. An hour later, the dean calls Coach Boswick and tells him I was wearing shorts, not paying attention, not in the front, and playing video games. I had to do 100 towels. So a towel is where you grab the towel, you have to push it with your hands down, and you have to go all the way down to baseline, back, and that's not even one. Down and back is one. I had to do that 60 times. I did 100 times. I did 60 in one day, and I couldn't feel my legs.
Oh my gosh.
And then the next day I finished with 40. But I was determined, bro. Like, I knew what I did, bro. Yeah. And I knew that I was like, I was mad at myself, bro. I couldn't be mad at anyone else. I was like, I just got caught. Like, yeah. And that's one thing that I've always tried to do because I'm a pastor's kid and God's favor is always on my life and people are always looking at me no matter where I go, bro. And I always get caught, bro. And when you have a praying mom, you can never hide. And so like there's another instance, bro. We were all drinking. Everyone's 21, bro. All the basketball players. We're having a good time, bro. So we end up going, one of my players is already drunk. And he's going to HEB. And HEB is where a lot of the counselors are at. They work there. So, yeah. So, like, that was a place where we shouldn't have even been. Like, we should have went and got it somewhere else, obviously. But we're not in our right minds. So, he goes there. Someone recognizes him. And as soon as they recognize him, they literally call the school. It's like, where are the basketball players? Like, where are all the other basketball players? Like, what are they doing? So, immediately go to, because there's a campus, you have the dorms where the girls are on one side and the boys are on another side. Girls can't go into boys' rooms and boys can't go into girls' rooms. So then there's the seniors who have their own apartment complex on campus. Okay. So we're at Rashad's place. Shout out Rashad. Yes, shout out to Rich Attitudes. That's his clothing brand. Okay, Rich Attitudes. Yes, sir. I'll show you that one, bro. So we're all over there hanging out. We finally get the beer. It's like, bro, we literally crack it open. And as soon as we crack it open, we hear, I'm like, no way. Like, this is not, bro. So I dart to the back room. I'm in the closet trying to hide because it's the dean. It's the dean of the school is knocking at his front door. I'm like, I'm not here. I'm hiding. Like, no. I'm not here. So I literally leave after I hear him talking. After I hear him leaving, I'm literally going to my dorm room because I know they're going to come check on me and they're going to call me. So now my RA is hitting me up, asking me where I'm at. I'm like, in my room. What do you mean where I'm at? What have you been doing? In my room. It's Friday. I'm just chilling. Chilling. They know immediately, bro. So I get suspended 8 games my junior year for association. Show me, this is one thing that my youth pastor used to tell me growing up. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. And you always get associated with the people that you're around. Even 100%. Though they didn't catch me, I was still there. I was still in the act of doing that. And that, bro, I was the only person. Man. Bro, I had to go to alcohol awareness class for a straight month. Like I was an alcoholic. Like I had an issue. And I was like, bro, every Friday we had to go to the lessons and write stuff down and sit there and act like I was a real. Whenever I'm 20, I think I was 22 at the time. I was 22, so I'm having fun, like
trying it out,
right?
Experimenting with it.
And it was not the way to go, bro.
Dude, that is crazy. Like I feel like there's so many signs it seems like in your life where either God or just whatever you want to call it, it's like trying to pull you back and keep you safe, maybe.
Right.
It's amazing.
Right. His faith. Right. His grace. God's grace, bro. Because that's all I could say, that through my whole life, his grace has never failed me, bro. And he's always been there. Even whenever I didn't think that he was there. And he got me out of situations that I didn't even know that I was even in.
That's powerful. But 8 games?
8 games, bro.
That's devastating.
Man, I didn't know what to do, bro. So that, on top of that I totally forgot about that. That's why I was so depressed. Because I'm now not playing.
That makes
sense. So now I'm not playing.
That added on to
right.
other
I'm not
factors.
playing, and now I'm like, what am I doing with my life? I'm not gonna learn. I was like, basketball. I'm here for basketball, nothing else. I'm not here to get an education. That was your mentality. Yeah, it was, and it's changed because I ended up dropping my senior year out and not even getting my degree. So I still have to go back to SAGU and finish my degree.
Dang.
Right, bro.
Did you play at all senior year?
I did, bro.
Okay.
I don't know how. Because of my grades, bro. I dropped out of economics. Economics was one of the hardest classes that I had. And it was at 8 o'clock. It was 8 a.m. So I was like, what are these charts? What are these numbers? What is happening? And then I had to teach myself how to do this. My professor wasn't even teaching us. So it was online course too. So it's like,
oh, yeah.
Right. So I was like,
even easier to stop doing.
Right. And so I'm not even going to show up. Like, I'm not even going to go. And then it was like one thing after the other. And I'm like, God, I need your help. Because if I don't have it right now, I don't know what I would have did, bro.
Yeah. So then you dropped out, and were you in your same depression a little bit, or
what, after college?
Yeah, after college.
Yeah, because I didn't have a purpose. Because now I'm not a professional basketball player. So what my whole life and what I've been trying to do is not even being achieved. So now
you're not on the path.
Right. And I feel like I'm just lost. And I feel like that there's no hope. And there's nothing that could possibly get me out of this place.
That's a really dark place to be in.
It is, bro. And especially like whenever you try to get people around you, like to understand the mindset of like, I'm going to be a professional basketball player, and there's nothing that anyone can say or do.
Sure.
Right. So now I'm not a professional basketball player. So now people are saying you need to have a plan B, and that's one thing I've never had was a plan B. It was always I'm going to be a basketball player. Mm-hmm. So now y'all want me to get a job. So now I get a job. I'm at a moving company. I'm there for 2 years. I'm working 16-hour shifts, 17-hour shifts. We're working every day. We don't have a day off. So he's literally just working me to the ground. So now God's even working on me even more because now I'm in the real world. Now he's testing me to see if I'm going to continue to still play basketball even though I have to work 12, 13-hour shifts. So I would do that. As soon as I get off, bro, straight to the gym. I didn't even think about it, bro. I was like, I can't wait to go. Like, I can't wait to leave.
Yeah.
And then we weren't getting paid that much. We were making him $36,000 a month, and we were getting probably like 5% of that. And he owns the whole company. Wow. He's not even taking care of us. I was working for him for 2 years. I never got a pay raise. He never paid for anything. Never got us anything.
Like
and it's 3 people. It was me, this new dude we called Africa from South Sudan. He was an alcoholic. He would wake up and just drink. So I was dealing with him. I was dealing with my boss, who was a savage, who didn't care about anything except his money. And so I'm the like happy one. I'm the positive one. So like I didn't even know this. All the customers were saying I was doing all the jobs by myself. And I basically was, bro. I was literally moving houses and doing basically, because he would sit down while we were working and be on his phone. And like the truck is like 45 feet. But whenever you have boxes in a dolly, you don't have any room for anybody to be sitting down on their phone. So I would have to avoid his foot while I have boxes in my hands. Ooh. And he's the boss, so I can't be like, hey, bro, you gotta get up and move.
Yeah, like, have some respect.
Like, right? So it's man. Like, that made me, like, realize, like, hey, God, like, do you really want me to still play basketball? Even though I am literally a modern-day slave right now. I'm doing things that I never thought I would be or even put in a position. So after that nonsense, after God tested me to deal with those people and see if I still had my light, I ended up working for a school. And that was like the best. That was like a night and day difference. Bro, the kids love me. I'm a janitor. I'm not even supposed to be talking. I'm maintenance. I'm not even supposed to be talking to the kids, bro. Every time I'm walking outside to take the trash out, all the kids come from the playground. They're like, Josh, Josh. I'm like, bro, can I just take this trash out, bro? Like, come on, bro. Why are you staring at me? Like, what's up? But like, they just sense my good energy and the God inside of me, and like, they knew that I was more than what I thought I was, bro. Like, they even wrote me notes. Like, on the last day, the parents ended up giving me gift cards. It was like, bro, I felt, from all the hell that I went through, I felt so much more appreciated. Like, God set it up perfectly.
Yeah, it's crazy because you can try to plan out your life, and like for example, like I was trying to get my appraisal license, and I ended up failing the first time on the exam, and I was really down and out about it.
Yeah,
just because I have high expectations for myself, but then I just had to remember I'm on God's plan. It's not my plan.
It's His timing, not ours, bro.
And that's crazy how you experience working with like those people, the alcoholic, the greedy boss, and everything. And it's crazy. How did you keep your light, like you said, because like you mentioned being around with who are your 5 closest friends, that's your future, and all this stuff. There's energy vampires. They're trying to take
energy vampires and haters. Those are the type of people who hate happy people, and they see happy people and they want you to be miserable with them. And
misery loves company.
It does every single time. And I was not trying to be their company, bro.
Forget that, man.
I had a girlfriend, bro, who was a pharmacist, and she helped me a lot through that. So I would literally be texting her, and like at the end of the day, I'd call her, and that would give me all the hope in the world. I knew that it was because she was speaking life to me. Whenever she knew I was not in the best place, she was speaking life that I was going to be a basketball player. Like, this is just for a moment. Like, you're not going to be here forever. And she actually pushed me to go work at the school, and I didn't even want to do that. And it ended up like changing the way, because I started to be hateful, bro. I started to be like them. I started to perspectives and their mindsets and like how they were thinking was just they're black, so they had a lot of stigmas. So whatever about white people, about black people, Indian people, all of that. And so I'd hear it every single day, and I'd be like, bro, I know this is not true.
Dude,
like, I know what you're saying is not true. My mom's white. Like,
bro,
I'm black and white, and I know what you're talking about. These white people is like, you're trying to say something that's not true, but I'm hearing it, and your subconscious is hearing it. And so now I'm starting to believe it. And so what I did was, to reverse it, I started listening to The School of Greatness and Healthy Mindset on YouTube. Okay. They post YouTube. So right before I went to work, because I knew there was a lot of negative stuff that I would have to deal with, I would immediately listen to that. I'd listen to worship music, and that got me through. That got me through all the negativity, all the hatred. It was like, bro, my coworker would show up drunk. He would drink at 8 o'clock in the morning. So his drinking already smells like beer, bro. And I'm like, at this point, I can't even so I would get off and go drink with him. Like, I started to, because I'm dropping off. He doesn't have a car. He wrecked his car. He's from South Sudan. He's legally working there at the company. And I'm his helper, basically.
And you kind of want to be friends with the people you work with just because you see them every day.
And I love people. And I see the best in people no matter what they are and what they do, bro. I try to be genuine. That, like, I like to say, like, if I'm looking at someone else's eyes, like, what do I look like? And like, that's why I'm so happy and so like, I'm trying, bro. I want people to be like, feel this energy and be like on this level, because bro, it's such a great place. And like, if I see that I can be friends with you, and he was hilarious, bro. And like, I'm funny and he's funny and we're having a good time. So it's not like it was an awful time, but like, he's in the hood, bro. So he's not in a good area. And like, I started to end up hanging out in the hood. I'm like, what am I doing here? Like, why am I around these people? Like, they are not helping me. They just want me to do negative things under the influence. And like, you're never thinking positive. You just want to just drain my goodness and what I have.
Energy vampires, man.
Man, they're real.
Because can you imagine, like, there's moments in life, like, what if you stayed there?
Right.
And then what if, like, those people are living their own lives.
And they're going to continue to be that and never change.
Yeah. It's crazy.
How? Why would you want to live in a world where you just hate it? and they're miserable. Yeah. I can't be miserable. I love my life. Too blessed.
Too blessed. Okay,
right.
Man.
Amen, bro.
So working at the school really helped you. I've worked with kids too. I was a camp counselor. Like,
where were you a counselor at?
At Cliff Nelson.
Oh, really? Yeah.
For 4 summers, I worked there. The last 2 summers, I ended up working at Lake Arlington. They had a summer camp.
Yeah.
And we did fishing, kayaking, archery, all this stuff. And
yeah.
Being around kids, it's crazy. One thing I noticed was you see how their parents affect them.
Wow.
And you see how they're imprinted.
That's real.
To how innocent they are, like full of potential.
Yeah.
In life. And what I really took away was just the humanity in the kids, and they just loved life, and everything was in the moment, and
everything's so innocent.
Yeah, it's crazy, and at some point along the way, for me at least, you come to realize the real world in a way, and you kind of open your eyes to the darkness. But I also think that you can't really appreciate love and everything if you don't understand the other side of it.
It's good.
Like if you're just around, like if every day was ice cream and whatever, fast food or something,
yeah,
it would just like be like, okay, this is normal.
Yeah,
this is gross now.
And working at the school, I could see if the kids were actually getting attention or not. So the kids that weren't getting attention would come to me because I'm giving them attention. And it was usually the bad kids.
Yeah.
The ones like how I was when I was younger. They were attracted to me. Yeah. And so like that would be the first thing, because I'm in a position to where I can use my voice and I can use my principles and my character and everything I learned growing up. And now I can feed it to these kids. So like every time I'd see them, like they'd be like, oh yeah, he was bad today. I'm like, all right, stay out of trouble. So like, oh, so James, my brother, was the principal at that school for 2 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. So that's the reason why I ended up going there, because I was like, I get to see my brother every day. Like, I get to see what so the school was Trinity Leadership in Cedar Hill. So it's not the best area. So the kids are not, they don't have parent figures in their life. And that was like a big thing, because you could tell by the way that they're acting. It's like, y'all have no sense.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing that I wish that kids got was discipline, bro. I wish kids not just like go sit in the corner, have a timeout. Like, here's my hand, go get a switch. I'm going to go get the switch and I'm going to beat you with it. Because whenever I grew up, bro, I got spanked. We had a 4-inch paddle and it was super thick and like it was bad, bro. Yeah. We used to get beat all the time, bro. But it was in love. And that's one thing that like they would sit us down and tell us that you're doing this. This is why there's consequences for what you're doing, and this is why you're getting a spanking. Right.
Huge lesson in that. I got spanked too. It wasn't a switch or anything like that.
That's because I was from the hood. That's because I was from Dallas Oak Cliff. So when we went over to Grandma's house, Grandma would tell us to go get a switch, and then as soon as we picked it out for her, she would get us.
Dude, well, I'll tell you a story. When I was young, I did something wrong, and my dad, he told me like in the morning, like, all right, I'm gonna spank you later, okay? And dude, the whole day I was so nervous,
so scared.
I was so scared, like literally, like if I put myself back in that mindset, it's just like, I was like,
bro, the anticipation, bro,
and he didn't even do it
at all.
He was just like telling me, like, all right, you're ready. Like throughout the day,
he was mind messing with you.
Yeah,
it was a mind boggle right there,
and that was almost worse than him just doing it, in the beginning. But. That's so true, because I was hanging out with my friend who just had a baby, him and his wife.
Congratulations. More life. We love it.
Yeah, it was awesome. And so he's watching the baby, and the baby starts crying. And, like, we're just, like, hanging out, and I'm, like, looking at the baby. And I haven't been around, like, many babies, like, especially recently.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I just not around.
Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I've got 2. They're both younger.
Okay.
No kids yet. Well, the point I'm trying to make is, like, the baby kept crying, and then I was just like, dude, do you want to pick up the baby or something? Like, and then I thought back, I was like, my mom told me, like, she used to leave me in the room because I was crying so much. And I'm just wondering, like, yeah, kids today have no, like, it's just people, oh, you start crying, oh, let me give you this. There's no struggle, and there's no discipline taught, I think. I don't know if those two go hand in hand, but it just reminded me of that.
It does. No, it is. Because if you don't have a lesson and you don't have discipline, then the society's looking like it is today. Kids are just TikToking. Oh. Bro, it was so bad at the school. Once, like, TikTok started taking over, the kids, there was a trend that happened where they would take our maintenance stuff. They would steal our signs. They would steal the soap dispensaries and take the soap dispensaries out of the wall and put it inside the toilet. And then they would just steal the soap dispensaries. So there was at one point we literally had to screw in the soap dispensaries, and then there was one floor we just took them out of the bathroom because the kids were just using it so much. We had to take it outside of the bathroom where the camera was there so they could see it.
Dude, TikTok generation, we could do a whole podcast.
We could easily. We really could, bro, because it's the influence. It shows you that it's like it changes your mindset. It takes you out of reality and it puts you in a place that's not even real. And everyone thinks it's real and they want to say it's real, but it's not real life.
It's not real.
Some people can get paid to dance, but you usually are not going to get a lot of money to sit there and do a TikTok dance.
Yeah, it's like you scroll, and Instagram.
And you can get stuck.
Instagram's the same thing.
Yeah.
And I need to get better on that because I've spent more time. I took a huge break off of it, but now I've been back on to promote my podcast and things like that. But at the same time, I feel like it's either I'm too dumb or the software is too smart.
It's them. The AI is too smart.
And have you seen The Social Dilemma?
Oh,
dude, if you want to really freak out about the future.
Yeah.
It's this guy who does a documentary on social media and talks to a lot of the Silicon Valley people that design the software, and they actually went to class on learning how to keep you on this longer. What notifications get dopamine in your brain? It's crazy, bro. But that's a whole aside. I don't
that is,
that.
bro. That is, bro.
Let's get back to
let's get back to it, bro. Basketball, bro. Ball is life.
Ball is life. Yes.
Here we
go. So you're playing ends senior year, you go work for the moving company, being around negative influences, you're starting to hit the incline, go and work with your brother in the school, and being around that positive energy of the children. What happened next for you, and what did that look like?
Going with the moving houses, I ended up having a semi-professional team. So I ended up playing for one of my friends' teams.
Okay.
It's called Better Late Than Never.
Better late than never.
So it's a whole bunch of people that have played in college and don't have any opportunities to go overseas and play.
That's awesome.
So it's local. So we were playing every single day. Or we had one game every week. And I ended up be able to play, and I was coming off the bench again. And now I'm like, I know I'm better than these people. What is the lesson that I'm getting learned? What is it now?
Yeah.
Bro, at this point, I was like, basketball is not it. And then I get the opportunity to go to Armenia. Bro, so they signed me. And when they signed me, usually, that's one thing I'm glad I'm on this podcast, to make sure that kids don't get taken advantage of like I have. This has been the 6th tryout where someone has set up a tryout and made me pay and promised that I would get signed, and then I didn't get signed. So they literally set it up, bro. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna go to Armenia, get a contract. I get there. It's the last day. I got MVP. I got 28. It's going great. I'm balling. Mm-hmm. And then word on the street is it's a scam. So now everyone's like, I'm not even gonna play the last game. Like, why would I even play if they're not even going to? If this is not even a real thing. So they said that we got signed. They didn't tell anyone we got signed. I go on the website. It says I got signed 3 days ago. And we end up to find out that it's like a Wikipedia page. So anybody can say anything on it.
So it's not coming from the main program
from
or
the
team?
Europe basketball.
Okay.
Or FIBA. Those are the two main ones that you can either get into.
Yeah.
So I am now, bro. I'm like, what is happening? I'm like, God. What are you doing? What is the reason that? So I don't even get signed. So I come back, bro, And I'm like, man, I'm not a professional. I'm not getting signed. I'm waiting to see what I have to do. So now I'm like, I'm going to train kids. And I'm going to use this opportunity to make sure that, one, people are never going to pay. If you have an agent for basketball, you never will have to pay. Ever. No matter what it is. You don't pay anymore. Because if you pay money, you're just going to take it everywhere. And I even hit up my agent. He's like, what league are you talking about? So I'm thinking, are you a part of this? Did you send me literally 26-hour flight for no reason?
So was he involved with that, the whole process?
He wasn't, but the other person was that I was in contact with. And the thing was, we sent them money through Cash App. And we had to pay $1,500. It covered for our travel, but you had to pay for your own flight as well. And bro, whenever you have an agent, you're not supposed to pay for it. They cover it all because they want you, and they're gonna sign you, and they're gonna pay you. So that made me realize that it's bigger. Yeah, it's bigger than basketball for me. And they took advantage. The people that they chose was positive people that were like desperate to be a professional basketball player and had good vibes, but wasn't like, you could tell that it's gold. I'm gullible sometimes when it comes to
I'm the same way sometimes,
like,
man.
if you're telling me I could be a professional basketball player, I'm gonna believe you because this is my profession. I take it very serious.
And you believe that deep in your heart. So
I did, and for them to sit there and like say like, "Dang, this isn't real," I didn't even want to believe it. In everything, but I got a feeling like, "Dang, it seems like that."
Dude, that is so sketchy, man. Those people. I believe in karma.
It does, bro.
Something's gonna come back around for them, but. So you had gone over there and you actually had played in a tournament though. So
I did, bro.
So there wasn't necessarily. So it was like partly like.
So
they were leading you on.
Right, it's all lead on, bro. Yeah. I end up looking it up. So now I'm in the lower level. So they're only paying people $150 to $200 a month. So over there you can get $1 is $400. So that's still right, bro.
Dude, in Belize it's like $2.
Bro, I was a king.
Is $1 US.
Yes. Or everything, bro. I was going to the grocery store, spending like $150, $200 over there. I was getting everything. Like all of it was a great experience because I have money. Like, yeah, I'm a king now. So it's like I'm not mad, but like the experience, like it was more serious for me now because now I know that like people will try to take your dreams and use it for an advantage for them.
Dude, 100%. I even had that in high school or was it early college. I was reselling sneakers. I got into doing that, and I got scammed hard, bro.
Dang, bro, what
like
happened?
I had gotten a good deal on like a bunch of Jordans, and I was like, I put them all on eBay. This guy's like, hey, like I want them all. Like I see all your listings, I'll take them all. I was like, dude, thank you. I was like, yes. And ended up, I was like, all right. He's like, okay, I'll send you the money. All right, what's your email? eBay's got great stuff that helps you prevent this stuff, but at this time, he was like, okay, I'm gonna send it to outside of eBay. It's like, all right, no worries, dude. I ship off the stuff, and he's like, all right, I'll just send it. And so I actually got a notification, but then no money showed up, and I was sitting there. I was shook.
Dude, I couldn't even believe it, bro.
And life's crazy like that, and I mean, I'm just grateful. It felt like it happened to me early, and I mean, some people, bro, like, dude, I worked at a CPA office, and these people got scammed. These old people out of all their savings, dude. This one, just like smooth talking guy, got them. He's like, all right, I have this investment. You can make 9% per year, and look, this is all the money I made. And these old people just lost all their
living in one of the most fraud times ever because of the internet and everything that's happening right now. A lot of people will tell you something and it sounds really good, and they are just lying to your face. And it's sad, bro, because I'm not like that. And I don't expect people to give me that energy, to be like that. So it's naive to think like that, to think that it's not going to happen and people aren't like that. because we're living in an evil world. It talks about in the Bible, we live in an evil world no matter where we go, bro.
And that's our nature too. We're sinful people, and when people are desperate too. Yeah, man, it's crazy.
God always has a way of working, no matter what, bro. Because now I'm gonna start my own academy. I'm training kids. I'm still gonna be a professional basketball player. There's no plan B, no matter what happens, bro. It's always in His hands, bro.
Dude, it's funny you say that because I was listening to a podcast with Big Sean. Do you know him? He's a rapper, and he was talking about a similar situation where he he always wanted to be an artist, and people were telling him, you gotta have a plan B, go to school and everything, and he's just like, no, I'm just gonna do me, and I know this is what I want to do, and I'm just gonna work at it. And then things didn't work out for a couple years for him, and then he's like seeing all his friends like, oh, they have real jobs now, and oh, they're making this and this, and he's just like, shit, I don't want to like go back to college and then I'm wrong or something like that. But everyone's on their own path, and I think it's important you just believe in yourself and follow God.
That's a big thing, bro. And if you believe in yourself, no one can make you doubt yourself.
Yeah, the power of the mind is so powerful.
Man, it's crazy because I've been reading books. Now I have a routine. I'll wake up and then I read for an hour and a half to 2 hours. Just leadership about everything. It's just I can't.
That's impressive.
Bro, hey, appreciate you, bro. I'm a reader. I'm a big reader. Okay. I've always been a reader, and that's one thing that separates me from a lot of people. I heard that like a lot of people don't read. And if you read and you educate yourself, then you are on almost the 1% of people. Mm-hmm. And bro, it's changed like my perspective of people and just my perspective of life, because now, bro, who's gonna stop me except myself?
Dude, I'm a reader, but honestly, I've been lacking, man. Yeah. I need to get back on it. I like reading in the morning. Have some coffee, start reading. But dang, there really is so much knowledge you can get. Picking up a book,
bro, it's different from like watching a screen compared to like pages.
100%, because you actually have to. You're using your imagination, and honestly, too, I think it's important. You can read in your head, but if you read aloud too, I think there's so much power in actually saying. And we can go into affirmations and things like that I've gotten into, and just saying it, asking God for things too. Dude, it's just so powerful. And
your word, bro, your word and how you hear yourself say something matters compared to just not being silent, because God spoke the world into existence. And the word is powerful.
It's powerful, and you can really change a lot by the way you talk to yourself, dude. Like, that's good. I mean, we've all gone through it where we mess up or disappoint ourselves.
Do you beat yourself up?
I used to.
You used to, yeah.
I still do, but I'm getting a lot better at it.
I've never had that issue, which is, I don't know why, even though I play basketball, and like, I would be hard on myself, but I would never beat myself. Because I knew the power of the word, because I'm a pastor's kid. So I know that your words, what you speak, comes into existence.
Yeah, man.
And it's energy. It's all about energy and what you perceive and what you say.
Energy's crazy. There's like so much stuff too. I feel like as I've gotten older, I've kind of went from, I believe in scientific things I can prove. And now it's like, I distrust a lot of that stuff now, and I start to just believe in what I feel is right, and God and everything like that. But are there any good books that you'd recommend for someone who's listening?
Yes,
that they should.
The One Thing. It's by Gary Keller, the owner of Keller Williams. I actually got to go to his conference for 8 hours and listen to him speak to us about the one thing, and that is one of the big steps of why I'm a basketball player. And like after I heard about his seminar talking about being focused and not letting distractions and focusing on one thing, because everyone, how everyone says that multitasking, like you can multitask, like that is a myth. That is a lie. You cannot multitask. Your brain switches from one task to another task. There's no way you could do that. Yeah. And for the one thing, it was just everything that I took, because they made us write down. We had questions, and they made you write down like your goals and like where you're seeing yourself and what are you focusing on. Mm-hmm. Mine has always been basketball.
Yeah.
Every time I see it, I'm like, easy basketball player. Like, what am I gonna do? Get 500 shots up, like get 1,000 shots up, and like I'm not changing my one thing. And the one thing changed my perspective on a lot of things. It has a lot of great quotes in there.
Dude, I might look into this. And that's so true about multitasking. And that was another thing in the Big Sean interview he talked about. He's like, I spread myself thin. I was trying to do all too much, and I just really focused on what I wanted, and it's powerful.
It changed, bro. It changes, especially. What else am I reading right now, bro? More leadership books, because I know that God is putting me in a position to where I'm going to be leading people, and that I have to be ready. That's one thing about being a leader. It's a very lonely road, because people are not trying to do what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do something impossible, but nothing's impossible when you have God.
True, man. Being a leader is tough,
bro, and it tests me every day, bro.
Yeah,
I have to make sure that it's like people. I just got out of therapy with my stuff, and the therapist thought I was a people pleaser. I had to stop her immediately because I was like, I'm not a people pleaser. I just know my energy, and I know that people are always watching me. It's a big difference.
Yeah.
Because if someone's always looking at you and expecting you to be a certain way, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be myself no matter what you're gonna tell me. Like, I'm still gonna be me. It like people pleasing. It's crazy because therapy made me realize and think differently. Like it made me listen and just sit still and understand and listen to the other person and how they feel compared to just yourself.
Interesting. I've always wanted to try therapy, but
I think everyone should have a therapist just for mental health, because us men, we do not have anyone to talk to sometimes. And whenever we try to be vulnerable and show our feelings, people think that we're wussies or pansies or whatever they want to say. And
that's true.
Every human being has feelings. Right? It's really sad because everyone goes through life, and everyone needs someone to talk to. No matter who they are, just to say like, my day was crappy, like it wasn't the best day. Like for someone to just sit there and not actually like have a comment, but just listen is different.
That's powerful, man. That's so true about the stigma about men in society talking about their feelings, and I don't know where that came from, but yeah, it's definitely, with my dad, it's like there's just like a buffer between like what we can kind of talk about, I guess. We can talk about anything, but it's
feelings, bro. Feelings is what men don't want to talk about, because the only way that we talk about, we start getting sad, or we'll get angry. And anger is one way people show that their feelings are, they want to cover up how they're really feeling inside. We'll get angry, because I've done that before. I'll get angry and be like, why am I crying? Like, why am I getting mad that I'm showing emotion and I'm crying? Like, crying is good for your body. It's releasing the stress that you're building up inside of you, and your body has to release it. If your body doesn't release it, bro, it just builds up, and then you start having hatred, and then the hatred can easily just eat you alive inside, bro.
Oh, that's bad. That's a bad path to go down. I know for me, getting stressed out is I work out all the time, like in the morning. And I sit in the sauna for a while, and that's really where I meditate, is in the sauna. And it's just peaceful, and no one's talking. Occasionally, there's that guy who's playing TikTok. Dude, come on, bro.
Like, bro, I'm trying to get
in
my
the sauna.
peace.
You take 10 minutes yourself.
Can you just relax?
But even like basketball too. Like the other day, I went to the gym and I just put headphones in.
So therapeutic.
Shot around.
Basketball is so therapeutic, especially because it's you versus you. You don't even have to shoot with anybody else. You could be by yourself.
Very true. And then it's like you get into a flow state too, where you're not thinking about anything else. You're just in the moment. And those types of things are really powerful. Like I really enjoy running too.
Yeah.
Just like jogging. You're just like, you start to breathe, and then you're just in the zone.
That's the warrior mentality, bro. Is always in the present, always in the moment, always here and now. And that's one thing I've always been, even though I never knew what it really was, but I've always been in the moment and present, no matter where I am. and that changes. And now, because now we have social media. Now people aren't present. No, bro, we got people just staring at their phones all day, every day, looking crazy at you whenever you're just a normal person, an extrovert, and they're like, why do you got so much energy? I'm like, bro, because I'm a human. Like, what are you talking about? Why are you on your phone for 10, 12 hours a day?
Dude, they're sad, man. They're depressed people. And I notice it the most in the sauna. Like, if I go in there and I sit, like, it'll be like, there's like 6 guys in there, including me. I just take account of everyone. I'm like, man. Right. Some people are stretching, meditating, but the majority of people, bro, they're just
even at the gym
in the sauna. I'm like,
that's
bro,
crazy. Aren't you supposed to be there to work out and just be present? It is.
I started working out without music too.
Oh wow,
and that was tough.
Really?
Yeah.
How was that going?
It was tough in the morning, and
because it's more you have to do yourself. It's
you have
self-motivation.
Yeah, and then I noticed too, like the other day, I played music when I was working out, and it's like, dang, man, I actually there's something to it.
There is.
But relying on it all the time, I don't think is a good thing. Basically, I had to get in my head, and I had to, go to a place where I'm like wanting to work hard, and it was a good test, and because I had heard a buddy, he was like this marathon runner in high school, Seth Harwell, you know him?
Seth, yeah. I love Seth. Shout out to Seth.
And we actually did a podcast.
I know. I actually listened to it, bro. I listened to a lot of your podcasts before I came, just because I had to, bro. I had to figure out your mindset, what questions you were going to be asking.
Oh, that's smart. You like to scout.
I do. That is one thing that puts me above a lot of basketball players. I love finding tendencies of other people in like environments and what I'm going to be getting myself into. Like that's why I was kind of nervous. So I'm like, bro, he's a man. Jack is getting everyone on the podcast and talking about great things that people need to listen to.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. And I would love to do like 100 more podcasts with you.
Oh, bro, stop it, bro.
No, I'm being serious. Like, if you wanted to do one, like every now and then,
bro. I'm always down to give knowledge out to the world, bro.
Yeah, man. I feel like a lot of people are gonna listen and take some inspiration from it. And the point I was making about Seth was that he told me he ran without music. And I was like, dude, huh? How many miles without music? And opened my eyes. And that was just another conversation I had with someone that maybe I would not have learned that about them. And I took something from that. I was like, wow, it's pretty mentally strong to do that. It's like, how can I take that and things that we've talked about? I'm taking things from you and hopefully vice versa. And
I'm taking a lot from you. More than you think. I know I'm talking a lot, but I'm also here.
Hey, man.
Bro, the mentality of working out without music, I never do that. I always work out with music because I have so much influence that I have to block people out because I notice people stare at me because I'm black and white. I have an afro. I look like Michael Jackson. So I look like someone that's someone, but I'm nobody at the moment. So it's like I
feel the eyes on you.
Every time. So it's like I'm going to use music, but I've never not tried to work out without music before. And I could tell the difference if that could be like, because it's all mental capacity and it's more about you doing self-motivation and not worried about the beat or worried about something to get you going.
And yeah, you should try it out. It'd be interesting to see. But are you working out consistently, like basketball wise? Are you getting shots up a lot? And what's your basketball regimen?
I haven't missed today. I wake up every day, awesome. I work out, and then I'll go to the gym. I've been, since the situation that's happened, I've been in the gym for 6 to 8 hours a day. So I'll be in there, I'll go there at 9, and then I'll leave at like 1 to 2. So I work out for an hour and a half to 2 hours. I try to get my chest back, and then I will do abs, and then I start off with biking 3 to 5 miles, try to get it under 30 minutes, and then after that, that's my warm-up. After that, I go straight to lifting, and then after I lift, I try to make at least like 500 to 600 shots.
Dude,
that's like my day-to-day.
And
if I'm not training kids, because I have to somehow figure out how to train kids in that schedule.
Dude, that is crazy. The workload that is, and then you multiply that over weeks and months, man. I feel like
no one can stop me.
Yeah. That's
the
so
amount
awesome.
of work that I've been putting in that I know that it's gonna pay off. No matter what, something has got to give.
Yeah.
They say pressure comes through diamonds. And I think I'm a diamond in the rough.
Where do you work out at? Is it a local gym?
Yeah, Fitness Nation in Bedford.
Okay, cool.
They got an NBA 3-point line.
Really?
Yeah, and it's full court, and they got 6 goals. And there's kids up there all the time. So at nighttime, they have nice runs. Oh, yeah.
Dude, I'd love to come up there, man.
Yes, we definitely got to get a hoop session.
Yeah,
yes,
that'd be awesome.
We'll run the courts. We won't lose, bro, if you show up. I promise you.
I'm on your team when I lose.
Facts, bro. But it's crazy to see, like, my influence, bro. Like, when I'm over there, the kids they want me to train them. They want me to, like, people will just come up to me because I'm a people person. So I make friends wherever I go. And so, like, when I see them and they come up to me and ask me, like, how are you doing? Like, are you still playing basketball? Bro, that's all the motivation I need, bro. Because I'm already grinding. Yeah. And now I'm like, you're paying attention to me? Like, you care that I'm...
People care, man.
Bro, it's crazy because I wasn't at the gym for, like, a week. And one of my homeboys was like, bro, I haven't seen you grinding, bro. What you been up to? Like, you good? I was like, bro, no way. You actually are thinking about me, man. Like, this is great. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, man. You'd be surprised. Like, when I started the podcast, I was thinking, like, oh, there's only 20 people listening, you know? And then, like, someone told me, I think it was my cousin, he's like, oh, I listened to these episodes. Or just like you saying that you listen to them. Yeah. It's just like, dang, man, that's so cool. And the impact, it definitely motivates me to keep going. And there's a lot of impact. And when people get together, there's just so much power.
Community, bro. Yeah. Bro, that's one thing about basketball. That's why I love basketball, bro. It's because I can inspire and bring people together that should never even be together.
So true. There's like people from different backgrounds. You step on the court, it's like there's like a universal language.
It's like it all goes out the window immediately. It's like we're here to just play basketball and get buckets. Nothing else
matters. I don't care what color you are,
right?
I don't care like what your political beliefs are,
right?
Can you make that open layup?
Don't miss it.
Don't miss the open layup.
That's so true though, bro. And that's why basketball is a way of life, bro. Because if you can continue to put the community and take the color and take the politics and all that out the window, we'd have a world of love, bro. And people just helping each other out. Because that's why we're all here, to help each other out. It's very selfish because of social media. And that's one thing that I wish that I'm trying to preach now, is because we are all on the same team. We're so true. All human beings.
People try to separate us based on all these categories that don't matter. We're all human, you know? Yeah. We're on the same team.
We're all trying to help each other. Health is wealth. We're all wealthy. We're all kings and queens. Like, we are in one of the best places to be in America. We're in America.
Dude, 100%.
We're in the dreamland. There's so many opportunities for us. It's just you have to put your head down and stay focused and be determined that no matter what happens in life, you are going to get there if you don't give up.
So powerful. Man, should we end on that? I feel like we could go another hour,
dude. This is your podcast, bro. I'm here for the long road. It's up to you, bro.
Let me see if I got any interesting questions I should ask you. Oh, yeah. Favorite basketball shoes to play in? And then your favorite style-wise. I can go first if you want.
I love the Kobe's. Played in Kobe's.
Yeah.
High school. That's been a great shoe. Kyrie Irving's. I love the Kyrie Irving's. I've tried the Luka Doncic's, the new ones. Those are really good.
Really? Okay.
So I actually also love Steph Curry's shoes.
Okay, really?
Curry's are really good. Definitely solid. I haven't tried Antetokounmpo's shoes. I like Kyrie Irving's. That's another shoe I got to use.
That's my favorite shoe.
You like Kyrie?
Yeah. I just like the high ankle support.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like it's a funny story. I actually went camping. I hiked a mountain in my Kyrie's.
Dang.
Dude, the traction. I mean, I had a little blister in the back. But I love Kyrie's. I've been rocking those. I played in Kobe's, but those were too narrow for my shoe. And the ankle support
is so bad on the Kobe's, but I love it because R.I.P. Kobe, bro.
Dude.
Mamba mentality, bro.
Man.
That's another book I would tell you, bro. I actually got Kobe's book whenever it's like an exclusive book. They took it already off the market. I've been reading that for like 10 years now. And it shows you step by step his day-to-day workouts, his scheduling, what he does, his mindset. So each time, like, I'm about to get my first tattoo, Beniva Diva C. I came, I saw, I conquered. That's something that Kobe always talks about. So that's one of the things that he talks about in the book is the mentality of being a gladiator, bro, because it's gladiator mentality. When I'm off the court, I'm happy. I'm the man.
Yeah.
When I'm on the court, I have to change my persona. I have to change who I am, because if I don't, in the basketball world, bro, that's why Westbrook plays like he plays. Because if he played like Steph Curry and Luka, he'd get no respect. But since he plays with that aggression and that killer mentality, people give him respect because he demands it. And he has to get it. And if you don't give it to him, he's still going to get it.
Yeah, that's powerful. Dude, Kobe, there's a story. Did you watch that Team USA documentary?
You know it on Netflix.
When I saw that come up, I was like, here we go. Started out.
Yes.
The story about Kobe when they were playing Spain and he was going up against Pau Gasol. That was a insane, Kobe is one of one. Let's just say that. Basketball legend, R.I.P., but it basically showed him off court, he's going to hang out with Pau and all the Spanish guys. He's going to go to their room and, he was softening them up, right? Game starts. Pau's setting a screen. He, trucks Pau.
Blows him out.
Blows him off his feet.
Right.
Technical foul or whatever.
Yeah.
But the power of that and just, his mind to think to do that.
There's no friends on the basketball court. That's one thing that Michael Jordan taught Kobe, was Michael Jordan went up for a layup, Kobe fouled him, and then Michael Jordan said, don't ever do that ever again. Don't ever help anyone else up on the basketball court. Whenever I heard that, it changed my mindset.
Interesting.
So now, I'm in a whole nother league. Now, it's you don't care about that person, but, so it's being heartless and still having a heart. And having that the competitiveness of being a warrior. Yeah. And not, because it's a battlefield out there, bro. You're playing for your life. You're playing for me. People are trying to figure out, why I get so mad and, why I'm so determined, bro. It's because it's more than basketball. It's not just a game. It's my life. Basketball is my entire life. And it's I can't explain it to people because they don't understand, because I'm going to be doing it no matter what.
Well, when you're so obsessed over something like that, and you're so determined, you're going to piss people off. And that's exactly what Michael and Kobe did.
And they hate people that they can't understand. Mm-hmm. And I have always felt like I'm the outsider, bro. And that's one thing Kobe talks about. He feels like it talks about in the book how he feels alienated. I don't get I'm a people person, but people don't get along with me. People aren't attracted to me. I feel like I'm different, and I can tell that I'm different. And instead of using my differentness to be negative, I try to make it positive. And I try to flip it because I know that you're looking at me. I know that you're giving me all your attention. So why not come jump on this happy train, this good energy train? I'm not gonna be negative and try to be well, what are you doing? I want you to be where I'm at.
Dude, and there's so much power in that self-confidence that you have and just being yourself, you know?
That is, bro.
The worst is when you see someone and they're like, dude, what are you doing? Or you see someone change.
I got shushed in the gym. A grown man literally looked at me and was like, shh.
In a basketball gym?
In the gym. The weight room. In the weight room in Fitness Nation in Bedford. Bro, I looked at him with the stare down. So now every time I go over there, he always stares at me. And I'm like, bro, I can't believe you just shushed me. My energy in a gym, bro, there's people that are going crazy. Bro, I'm singing. you're telling me to shush because I'm singing, bro, and I'm vibing. I'm like, and it's bro, the haters. I know haters. I'm going, bro. If you don't have any haters, you're not doing something right.
Oh, dude, that's
you have to have haters. If you don't have haters, you need to go figure something out that people hate you doing or they don't want you to do.
Especially when you're so motivated and on a certain goal. And if people love you, though, that's good, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know, I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
And, yeah, man, hurt people is another saying. Yeah, like that guy. That's another thing. I don't know why this is coming to my head, but back to the sauna. Like, you never know what someone's going through. I think that's important. That's and, good. Like, there's this one guy who's in the sauna. He's like, he goes in there. You could tell he's like all pissed off, and he's like throwing shit. And he's got his water bottle. He's spraying it on the walls. So the things, but he's just like so extra and like violent. And you know, I was thinking like it's happened a couple times where he just comes in and is like, you know, bad energy. Right. And I'm just thinking, I was like, should I say something? Like, no, I don't even know him. Like, I don't know his life. Like, let him do him. And I'm just like try to get in my Zen mode. But like he could be like detoxing, like he was a drug addict or something. Like he's like really struggling through something.
You never know what someone's going through.
You could have had someone die in his family recently or something like that. And man, it's crazy where we're at in life.
It is, bro, because people right now need leaders more than ever. We are in a society where there's a lot of sheep and a lot of followers, 100%. And there's no leaders.
That's
so whenever people see me and they see that I have goals and I'm doing what I need to be doing, they feel intimidated. Because you said, I know who I am. I know whose I am. That's the reason why I know who I am. Because I know God. I am a son of God. I'm a God's child. Mm-hmm. And whenever you see that, you're intimidated. Of course you'll be intimidated. But don't try to stop me from being great. Don't put your negative stuff on me whenever I'm being great and I'm choosing to be great.
And that's, a lot of people do that, man. And I 100% agree with you. There's so many sheep right now, man, especially during the pandemic.
And wolves. That's why we have to be in the Word of God and be ready because that's what's happening. Bro, people are just being the worst they've ever been. The school shootings, there's so many different things that are happening that should never happen. That is like us as human beings know better, bro. Mm-hmm. We do. I know we do, bro. And I will not lose hope in our society, bro. I won't.
We gotta have hope, faith. Oh, man. You made a good point I wanted to follow up on about... I'm forgetting right now, but... You're just giving me so much good info, man.
Yeah,
just like... I'm trying to take it all in.
Leadership, bro, is all about what you're doing. And your day-to-day habits. Your habits will literally lead you to the lifestyle that you want. That's why I wake up and work out. Mm-hmm. And then after I work out, I read. And then after I read, I go play basketball. And I'm on a schedule. And scheduling is something, and planning is something that I've been really working on because I've been needing to actually like structure. I've always had a plan to be a professional basketball player, but I've never written it down and actually planned each step on how I'm going to be a professional basketball player.
That's huge. Writing things down and journaling is an amazing skill.
Yeah.
I started journaling when I went to Belize, actually. Yeah. It was like we were in the airport, and I was like, I probably want to keep track of things. And so I just bought like this random journal and ended up in the mornings I would write down things about just like the previous day. I was basically just tracking stuff, but then it turned into just writing how I felt, and then it turned into like, these are the things I'm going to do today. Yeah. And then it evolved adding that to like, these are my affirmations that I'm going to tell myself every morning.
Affirmations.
Yeah. I've been doing.
Do you do it every day?
Every day I do them 3 times. And
I started to do that as well, bro. That changes your mindset.
It does.
Because now you're speaking positive things into your life, and the only thing that can happen is good things.
And I thought about it too. I was like, first thing when I wake up is like, should I go straight to work? I thought about it. I was like, maybe I'll work out in the evening, right?
Yeah.
People do that. That's fine, but it didn't work for me. I was like, first thing I do, I have to take care of myself first. and I have to put myself first. I got to work out. I got to write down stuff. I got to meditate. Give myself before I do something for someone else. Let me do it for myself. And I think that's a huge thing that people can do for our society is like, if you take care of yourself, that's like one of the best things you can do for society. Because if, like we were talking about, spreading yourself thin, if you try to help all these people at the same time, but then like your own stuff isn't together, then you're going to fall apart in like a week or two.
And it's okay to be selfish. Being selfish is not a bad thing. And I feel like we've been taught that selfishness is a bad thing, and people use it as something that is very good. Even like us reading and journaling and like talking about your feelings and your day-to-day, that puts you on a whole nother level of anyone else, because no one can stop your mood. No one can stop your energy. You're the only one that can do that. And when you start writing stuff down, now you're putting what you're writing down on paper into your subconscious mind. And once it's in your subconscious mind, then no one in the world can take that away from you.
Yes, sir, man. That's that you said it was right. Like people being selfish, it's like people will be like, "Go, like, come out with us, like, let's get effed up," you know. And it's just like,
let's go drink at the club. Right.
Well, one, I know how I'm gonna feel the next day, and I hate that feeling.
Man.
And there's just like a lot of that stuff. It's like, why are we all doing this right now? Like,
what's the point? Bro, I've never been a fan of clubs, bro, or going out and drinking and doing that, bro. I've never been a part because I've always been an athlete, so I've always stayed away from that scene. And those people are fake, and they have no purpose, and they're just out there just to drink and not do anything but that. Yeah. And it's like, bro, I refuse to put myself in that because I know where I'm going. And if I surround myself with that, like I got my Yeezys on, bro, the zebras.
Oh, heck yeah.
I got them whenever, you feel me? I got them whenever they're like $1,300.
Yeah.
But my friend owns his own sneaker place, so he ended up just giving them for free. Yes,
dude,
sir.
Those are clean.
So
man.
I have these. Appreciate you, bro. I took them to the club, bro, and immediately someone stepped on me, like on the shoes. So they're trying to look out how to, right. They were looking for me to fight them, and I was like, bro, I gotta leave, bro. Like, I don't like this energy. I don't like this vibe. I don't know what this is. Like, this is not me. I have to leave.
Dude, that's awesome. I'm loving this conversation, talking to someone so like-minded in a way, and I'm glad we got to do this, man.
Hey, bro, I appreciate your time, bro.
Yeah, bro, I appreciate you coming out here. We'll have to do it again, man.
I'm down, bro.
Yeah.
I've learned so much, bro.
Same, bro.
Even me talking about different things, it's helping and opened up my mindset of like never giving up and continuing, that people are even going through stuff and you never know.
Yeah. And it's therapeutic, I think, just to talk.
Right, bro. Mental health, bro, men's mental health is something that is really, everyone's talking about it, and people continue need to talk about it because that's something huge, bro. Because men don't have the outlet to talk, and I think everyone should go get therapy and just, even like traumas, even your childhood and different things that you're dealing with. You don't know that there are things that you grew up with that are affecting your day to day.
It's huge, man. Yeah. Dude, I'm definitely going to ask you if you have any recommendations after this. And I want to show you my tattoo that I got too.
Oh, you're tatted? You got one?
I got one.
Let's go. Awesome.
The last question I'm going to ask you is a question. So this is the podcast. It's called Inside the Mind of an Athlete. And I just want to ask, what does it mean for you to be an athlete? It's kind of open-ended, but we ask every guest that on the Inside the Mind of an Athlete podcast. Take it away.
I'd say persistence and continuing to wake up and do something that you never want to do. But you know that you're going to, by not wanting to do it and choosing to do it, that something great is going to happen in the persistence of not giving up.
Great answer. Great podcast. Great person, man.
Bro. Great person, bro. You're the man, bro. Jack, I love you, bro. I love you, bro.
Too, man.
All love, bro.
That was all love.
For real, bro. I appreciate you for this opportunity, bro.
Yeah, dude. I appreciate just talking to you, and I've learned so much, and I'm sure a lot of people will listen and take a lot of inspiration from this. I mean that. And yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this episode and tune in next Thursday. We're going to do a little... Have you heard of Power Slap?
I saw that you posted, is that a real sport? And I do think that's a real sport. I believe in it.
Dude,
what do you think? It's crazy.
It's crazy, and so we're gonna do a power slap companion. Have some people we're gonna watch it on this, and
they're just gonna have reactions and stuff.
They were just gonna like talk about it.
I thought y'all were gonna say y'all were gonna do the power slaps.
No, miss me with that. That's brain damage immediately. But
yeah, bro.
Tune in Thursday for that. And do you want to plug anything? Do you have any accounts that you want to put out there, or I can put stuff in the show notes too?
JSwish12 is my IG, and then I'm working on the new academy for training kids. So if anybody has anyone that needs to get trained, I train all ages. The age is just a number.
Excellent. All right, y'all. Peace.